Actually,
Hi guys, welcome back to Warthog Defense. I'm Seth. First, it was oil depots, then chemical plants, now military airfields. On July 21st, drones attacked the Milerovo airbase in Russia's Rostov region. Explosions and fire lit the night sky, and although Russian media claimed 12 drones were shot down, something clearly got through. This isn't an isolated event. In recent weeks, key Russian industrial and military sites have been targeted one by one, from explosive chemical producers in Samara and Tula to drone manufacturers and fuel supply hubs. This is a coordinated strategy to bring the war home, to hit the Russian war machine where it thinks it's safe.
On the evening of July 21st, the Milerovo military airfield in Russia's Rostov Oblast was attacked by UAVs. Flashes and a fire were recorded, and 12 drones were allegedly shot down by air defense. On Monday evening, July 21st, the Rostov region of the Russian Federation was subjected to a drone attack. It is noted that the Milerovo military airfield was hit. The footage shows flashes and a raging fire in the area of the object as a result of the hits. A UAV attack is underway on the military airfield in Milerovo. 12 aircraft-type UAVs were shot down by air defense over the Rostov region from 1600 to 2200, they write on social networks. Milerovo is a strategic airfield in the Rostov region. It serves as a base for frontline aviation that performs tasks to support the Russian infantry operating in eastern and southern Ukraine. In some cities of the Rostov region, explosions occurred amid the detection of drones in the region. It was loud, in particular, in the area of Taganrog, Tarasovka, and Milerovo, where a military airfield is located. On the night of September 29, 2024, the Milerovo military airfield in the Rostov region of the Russian Federation was attacked by more than 20 drones. According to Russian sources, all UAVs were shot down, but NASA recorded fires near the airfield. Anti-woke American Derek Hoffman is the third Texan to move to Russian-held territory to fight against Ukraine. As his predecessors were kidnapped, tortured to death, blown to pieces and killed by Ukrainian forces, it seems unlikely that his fate will be any better. Hoffman is a 45-year-old former welder who moved with his family to Russia in May 2025 to escape LGBT propaganda in America. He joined the Russian army to get fast-track citizenship, but to his family's dismay, he has been sent to the front lines. Hoffman is the third person from Texas to have joined Russian forces. His two predecessors, both self-declared communists, were killed, one by his own side, the other by Ukrainian attacks during an assault. Russell Bentley, dubbed the Donbass Cowboy, traveled to Donetsk in April 2024 to join a local militia battalion fighting Ukrainian forces in the first stage of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. He married a local woman and settled in Donetsk. In April 2024, Bentley was abducted by Russian soldiers who believed he was a spy. He died under torture in an abandoned mine. To conceal their crime, the soldiers blew up his body with a block of plastic explosive. No remains have been recovered. According to Russian sources, he was raped before he was killed. Michael Gloss also died in April 2024, the son of a senior CIA official. He dropped out of university, went backpacking, and ended up in Russia intending to defeat the military-industrial complex. He identified variously with communist, Islamic, and environmental causes. He joined the Russian army in September 2023. On 4 April 2024, he was sent into an assault with the 137th Airborne Regiment near Soledar. He died the same day in unclear circumstances, but it's likely he was killed by artillery or a drone strike. Hoffman has clearly not been granted any special favors, despite reports that he was promised a role in a rear area. It's likely that he too will be expended in a meat assault. The life expectancy of Russian troops on the front line is often not long. We think it's time for Tucker Carlson to go and enlist in the Russian army, since he likes and promotes Russia so much. Maybe he'll live to tell the story. Who knows? Temporarily occupied Mariupol. While the entire city gets water for only 4 hours every 2 days in an elite mortgage building for Russians, the lawns are being watered. There's plenty of water for the Russian occupiers, unlike for Ukrainians.
This is the house with the clock in the city. There is no water in our city. Let's see what they are watering. There is no water in the city. People will receive water every other day. Look, they are watering the stones. Watering the stones. Fine. A river. Everything is fine. But we have no water.
Russian forces filmed the aftermath of a strike on their Bukhanka van near the Kremina-Svatove area.
Прилетела сзади. Получается, она залетела в левую сторону. Вот. Открылись дверки. Тут были канистры у нас. Считай, вспыхнуло. Канистры вылетели, загорелись. Все, машину вправо-влево. Держали. Остановились. Выбежали. Потом колеса поменяли на дороге. Вот. Доехали.
Вот такие вот последствия у нас. Здесь вот прошло. Вот прошило. Здесь осколок вообще застрял. Самое интересное внизу автомобиля. Раму порвало, крап вырвало, разбило тормозной барабан, тормозной щиток. С колесом я вообще молчу. Что было? Короче, судя по всему, взорвалось под правым колесом, и в эту сторону все пошло. Кабину все повело, двери не закрываются.
Russia struck civilian areas in Ukraine overnight. Odessa was hit by drones. Cars burned, residential buildings, homes and a store were damaged. 1 person injured. In Sumy, airstrikes caused massive fires, destroying homes, a shopping center and 18 vehicles. 3 people wounded, including a child. Russia continues to deliberately target Ukrainian civilians, striking homes, markets, hospitals, and evacuation routes. This isn't a mistake, it's a strategy aimed at breaking morale, spreading fear, and forcing Ukraine to surrender through terror. But after more than 2 years of war, it's clear this tactic will not work. Ukrainians have endured blackouts, missile waves, and daily trauma. And they're still standing. Every civilian strike only hardens their resolve and reminds the world what this war is really about: survival, freedom, and resistance in the face of brutality. The defense intelligence of Ukraine has eliminated up to 100 Russian invaders in the Donetsk region using ground-based robotic systems. According to the press service of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, Ukrainian defenders successfully deployed ground drones along the Toretsk and Pokrovsk fronts. These drones discreetly delivered explosive devices directly to Russian positions, inflicting significant damage on enemy forces. The Defense Intelligence of Ukraine also demonstrated an experimental ground drone equipped with a grenade launcher, a new combat module capable of effectively targeting the enemy even in shelters. Currently, the system is being adapted to real combat conditions. In addition to strike missions, ground drones are actively used by scouts for logistical operations, evacuating damaged equipment, delivering ammunition, FPV drones, fuel and supplies to the front lines without risking personnel. These systems have already proven their effectiveness on the Toretsk, Kupiansk, and Pokrovsk fronts. At the end of June, it was reported that the engineers from the International Legion of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine had developed and built a new ground robotic system. The tracked drone, named Legit, was designed by the members of the Cyclone UAV Reconnaissance and Strike Group with the support from the Legion's patronage service.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.